So if you watched last video, that was Wednesday night. We took the car out to Rock Falls, made a couple test hits with it. I was actually really satisfied with it. Converter's on the tight side, but it kind of panned out because the car was rolling a lot better up top than it usually does. It was just a little harder to get out of the hole. The 330 was a little off from what we like to see. Now, granted, some of that I think was the track surface, but either way, the car's competitive. It's running good, but we need a little more snort out of the old girl if we're gonna win tomorrow night. So, like usual, can't leave well enough alone. So I'm just rolling in town here to Stevens. We're gonna put on methanol and see if we can make a little bit more steam, because when you have a stock motor, there's not a whole lot you can do. There ain't much left to turn it up, but maybe we can make some torque down low or something, or I don't know, put some more timing in it. I'm not afraid to break or split the block in half or anything. That's fine. I've got more at home. The only issue right now is I don't know if I have enough time to blow it up tonight and then, you know, take 2 degrees out and get a new motor in it before tomorrow. So we're going to try to keep it in one piece tonight, try to make a decent number with it, and see if we can whack that converter a little harder and make it work right tomorrow. So, I don't know. We got 10 gallons of methanol, we got a bunch of spark plugs. I've got a pile of head gaskets with me. I got 4 head gaskets to be exact, so we got 4 shots at this, although knowing Steven, we won't need the head gaskets. See how this goes. So we made a lot more than we intended.
And now we make a little.
Yeah, and then Steven started getting after me about air fuels and whatnot. So he tried to safeten the tune-up, but apparently I'm out of pump or something. So I'm getting a little frustrated after 4 hours. So I just told him to shut all the safeties off, and I don't care what the air fuel is, just make the power. So that's where we are now. We're out here, Grove Creek. I've got a bunch of footage from the dyno last night. I'll throw a little bit of that down. I'm not going to talk about the numbers it made yet because we didn't get a chance to finish tuning it. It's actually super unsafe at the moment. Steven's not pleased with me and my decisions, but we're going to let it rip anyhow. We just had the drivers meeting. Joe Clayson called me out. We took that. We are parked right next to Joe. Joe also has a first gen. He's actually got one of my spare motors in his car today. So we'll take that call out. We do have a test kit. Damn it, Joe, I'm making a video.
Oh, shit.
That's Joe. That's the call out guy. I was just discussing their call out.
Yeah.
So we're on Joe first round. They do give a test hit out here though. So I'm gonna leave it super aggressive from basically the dyno last night. I'm gonna hope the extra load of a track isn't enough to just scatter this thing first pull. But we'll see what happens. It's on full methanol right now. I'm not an expert by any means. Did a lot of learning last night. I'm gonna try to click it off and maybe pull it back and pull the plugs out and see what they look like. So that was a complete waste. We just made hit number 1. There's a very critical piece you need to make power, and that's the CO2. And I did not turn it on. Usually Zach opens the door and checks it for me, but me and Matt were actually paired up, so I told him I could reach it myself, and then I completely forgot about it. So we made it pass on wastegate. I'm just pulling the log here to see what it made. I don't know, I'm guessing 15, 16 or something like that. Otherwise, the bump issue isn't fixed. It was actually really bad that time. I didn't bump my car. It went up on the 2-step, started bumping in on its own. So
so that's kind of handy. So I'll try to do my best to remember to turn the CO2 on and go from there. So first round we raced Joe. Oh, I gotta go. So I ran Joe Clayson first round. It was a hell of a race. I just barely beat him on a hole shot. He was a few numbers faster than me, but I had enough on the tree. That was like the best race I've ever been in. So it was actually super cool to be in that good of a race with somebody that you're here with. He's running my backup motor, so it was the most fun we could have had. We're going up for second round right now. I drew that white blower car from last year. That white blower car I called out last year. What?
Are you testing?
No!
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna blow this thing up.
We have a sticker in there. What do you run a Dyno?
Nobody gave me one.
Small tire?
Small tire.
Okay. We're gonna put you far left.
Alright.
Right behind the big tire guy.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
So I drew that white blower car that I ran at Thunder Valley last year. He's fast. I know he's quick. So last time he knocked tires off, I don't know if we're gonna get that lucky this time. So I doubled the boost now. I turned the launch retard off completely. I don't know if it's gonna stand up. I don't know what it's gonna do, honestly. So we're just pulling up behind him now. We're gonna sort it out, figure out lane choice, and hope for the best.
This is a real quick disclaimer. I usually try not to swear a lot in my videos, but things got a little rowdy, and there's quite a bit of swearing here coming up. So if you got like a 5-year-old watching with you, might wanna shut her down, or if you're at work with the volume all the way up, might wanna shut her down.
Holy shit, that was a drag race. I don't know how. We left together, he was right next to me, and the old girl. Oh, fuck yes. New personal best on car, on no prep. Fuck yeah. I don't know how the old fucking SBE just drove around her. Woo. Does anybody know?
Yeah, we got the dog.
We got the fucking W, bud.
Yeah, buddy.
We blew her up along the way. Nick down here. Oh.
Big old
So
side.
I told Steven, you don't think twice. You blow that thing up. We blew it up. It was kind of terrifying. I never got out so fast. There's fucking fire coming up the windshield.
That was just fucking.
Fuck.
I think that was just.
Fire, huh?
Oh, it
Did
was.
the extinguisher or did it go out?
I'm sure he saw the fire.
You're in the finals. Do we need to pull mine out quick and throw it in or what?
That sucks.
So that was about it. That was the point. Obviously, we windowed the block pretty good. It kind of sucks. We had to buy into the final after that. There was 3 cars after that round. So the 4th round we had to buy. It was a competition buy. So we made it to the final, but there was obviously no contest there. We were paired up with Kyle Wheat in the final anyhow, and that was a bad ride. So I don't know how that was going to turn out either way. I'm slightly ashamed of the way I drove it against against Richard in the 3rd round. It started coming apart. You can hear me pedal it down there because it's obviously losing power. But there was so much smoke in the car, I couldn't see where Richard was. And I knew we had that buy into the final, so I was just doing everything I could to get to the finish line. Is what it is. I'm probably ashamed of it. I shouldn't have kept pedaling like that and risking the car and making the track even worse than it was, or risking Richard's car for that matter. But sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment there, it's just how she pans out, I guess. But this is what we're left with. Car's still in the trailer. I got cars in here I got to finish up, so I can't work on mine at the moment. But this is what we got. I do have a spare motor that's been sitting here ready to go. When I say ready to go, I mean it's fresh out of the junkyard, and I've got, we'll let that mate. I've got an oil pump, I've got valve springs and the cam and everything ready for it. So I'll probably put that together, make another crack at it before the end of the year. We can't stick with methanol. I don't have enough fuel system. So I'll probably have to put it back in 85. And then hopefully this winter I can upgrade the fuel system where we can reliably run the methanol. I mean, that thing was making some steam on the meth. So I definitely want to continue down that road. We just got to get the right parts to back up the rest of the car. So that's about it for this one. Huge thanks to everybody that helped. There were so many people helping and pushing the car and pulling it and helping me get saddled up. And I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So thanks to everyone that helped. All the video here I didn't take, obviously, other than the in-car stuff. That's just stuff people sent to me. So greatly appreciative of that, because I don't have enough common sense to like put a GoPro in the car or anything like that. So thanks to everyone. It was wildly successful in my book for a stock motor to even find itself in the final round. There were so many hitters in that class. I mean, line up with some of those guys, it's like, what am I doing over here? I'm not even in the same ballpark. I'm not even in the same town as these guys, but it was a great time. So we'll saddle up the next L33 and we'll get back at it.